All right, guys. So I'm gonna talk about Thanos Wins. This is another Marvel book, but this was not sent to me by my friend Chris. This is not part of the Marvel Haul. This was something I got at MegaCon, and it's something I've wanted to read for the longest time because I'm a big fan of Donny Cates and his Marvel run, and this was one of those books that I really wanted to read. Yeah, and yeah. So what is Thanos Wins? Thanos Wins is technically part of the short-lived Thanos ongoing series they were doing for a bit. That was done by Jeff Lemire. Donny Cates took over after Lemire did his story arc. And essentially what it is that Thanos is in the middle of conquering the Chitauri when he gets attacked by a character that has now become famous or infamous, depending on who you ask, the Cosmic Ghost Rider. And he's thrown to the future, where Thanos meets his future self and discovers that he won. He killed everyone in the galaxy, and now that his future self is asking for help in dealing with in finding Lady Death. And that's the whole thing. Like, that's the plot of the story, is that Thanos is just Thanos meets Thanos. They don't get along, and they're both trying to get back and re-riz Lady Death back to her, and back to getting her back. So Thanos Wins really does read like a 90s kid wet dream. Like, you've got characters who have big guns and chains, and there's laser blasts everywhere. It's almost like Donny Cates, and I've seen this before in some of his other work at Marvel, is that it almost feels like, and then there's a boom, and then Null's gonna come down and he's gonna look so fucking cool. And then Thanos is gonna be having an infinity hammer. It's gonna be like the Infinity Gems all in the Thor's hammer. He's gonna have a black gauntlet too with a new Infinity Gem. It's gonna look so dope. That's kind of the fun of it, because while it kind of reads like 90s kids edgelord, it kind of reads it's actually kind of coherent and actually fun. That's the beauty of it, is that this could have, it was kind of walking on the razor's edge of, this could really suck and not be fun. That's where it was kind of leaning at, was that this could easily suck and no one would like it. But turns out, this miniseries, which is technically part of the ongoing, actually does play a big role. It actually does play a it actually plays a major point in the Marvel Universe and the story that Donny Cates was telling. Basically, for those who don't know, Donny Cates was more or less building up this whole thing in the Hulk and Thor comics and some of his other books like Venom and whatnot, of building to one big story. And it was obvious that he was built, this was a stepping stone for his work. All of Donny's work, all of Cates' work, was kind of clearly building to a Thanos event that was going to be the death of Thor or something along those lines. But unfortunately, he suffered a car accident that is still left him crippled. Unfortunately, so yeah. Anyway, so like I said, this is more about Thanos. It's very much I feel like this has some inspiration from Thanos Hulk Future Imperfect, but instead of Thanos killing and forced to fight his future self, he's teaming up with his future self against the last known opponent he has to battle, the Silver Surfer, who has become the Fallen and leading the Annihilation Wave. And this is where we get the Black Silver Surfer for the first time. And also, he did Silver Surfer Black, which I actually I did buy it recently, so I will be doing a review on that book once I finish it. Yeah. And also, let's talk about Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cosmic Ghost Rider is arguably one of Cates' biggest contributions to Marvel, because they really milk that character, don't they? Cosmic Ghost Rider, for those who don't know, is a alternate timeline version of Frank Castle, who was killed by Thanos during Thanos' final conquest to kill the universe. He dies, goes to hell, Mephisto is like, hey, I'll turn you into a Ghost Rider if you want to, if you want to kill Thanos, I'll turn you into a Ghost Rider. Turns him back into a Ghost Rider, sends him back to a dead Earth that is gone, and he's left there for like hundreds and hundreds of years until he meets a Galactus who was like on near death and is like, Richards, I need you, and like, Richards is dead. I can help you kill Thanos though, and I'll give you the Earth. So Thanos then gives him the power cosmic, and hence why he becomes like a cosmic spirit of vengeance. And you have like big dumb scenes of like Galactus carrying like these big over like 90s era looking guns, and it's stupid and fun. And that's really what this is while it is a dark story of Thanos and this pretty bleak story, there's an air of fun to it. And that's really what a lot of like Donny Cates' work really boils down to, is like this level of fun and enjoyment to the characters that he's writing. And yeah, it's a pretty harmless story. I really hope Donny gets to complete his whole. I really wish Donny gets to come back to Marvel and like complete the the storyline that he was building to, because I really wanted to see that whole story arc of Thanos with Infinity Mjolnir and the Black Gauntlet, and the army of Marvel zombies. Yeah. So all in all, if you want to check out something fun and like if you're in a Thanos mood, here you go. Here's your book. I highly recommend Thanos Wins if you want to read some more villain books and just some pretty dark humor. There you go. I recommend Thanos Wins. But if you've read this book, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.